Buy yourself a few things. No reason.
Yeah, I lied.
Okay, what would it look like if I did my hair like this? Is that like
All right, who wants to take the lead this week?
I would need to go a little bit darker. Because I think my eyebrows and stuff are, it'll be easier. But this one is like it's so hot. Okay, I'm water.
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and take the lead again this week. So this week our topic is giving an example between assault and battery with an article from the Wall Street Journal. So is everybody good on, did everyone find an article?
I guess.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the best article, but
Yeah, I found a really small one. It wasn't very helpful. So who wants to give their example first? Brody, it sounds like your house is the loudest one.
Yeah.
yeah, mute it.
So if you
Okay.
want to give your example and then mute your microphone.
Okay, I'll do that. Where the heck is my example? Just a second. Oh, okay. I hope this is good enough. But the article is Man on New York Most Wanted List caught in Massachusetts. Anyone else got that? Oh, okay, well. This basically, it's very, it hardly has anything in it, but it explains about a man on New York's Most Wanted List being arrested in another state for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend. The man was going by a different name at the time and has former charges against him, one being battery with a dangerous weapon. So the article clearly shows that assault and battery are separate and different, one being a threat, which is assault, and the other being physical. And in this case, he used a dangerous weapon in doing so. That's what I got.
All right.
You guys got that? Okay.
I can go next.
Okay.
Mine's kind of okay. So my article is the New York Police Department off-duty cop assaults a subway conductor. Anybody got that one? No? Okay, so I said the article states that a New York police officer was arrested for assaulting a subway conductor for reasons unknown at the time. The article says that police officer was seen arguing with the conductor for an amount of time before actually pushing the conductor up against the door, after which the conductor pressed the emergency brake, causing many people to panic. This article shows that the assault would be the supposed arguing, assuming that there was some sort of threat made, and the battery is where the actual police officer pushed and made intentional body contact with the conductor. That's
I
mine.
like that one.
I can go. Mine was LaShawn McCoy sued over Philadelphia nightclub brawl. So it says football star LaShawn McCoy was sued because of a nightclub fight that involved two off-duty police officers. The report says that McCoy beat and kicked one officer while he was on the ground and punched another officer in the eye. This is an example of battery since McCoy had unjustified contact with two officers. The incidents would have been classified as assault if he had used his own body to make a threat without making contact. A good example of this would have been threatening while advancing upon the victim.
That was really good.
All right, I'll go next. Mine is a woman sues and says Stabrez, I can't say the name right, Evander Kane injured her. I'm guessing from reading the article that This guy is a hockey player. This article explains that a woman, unnamed, was invited to a party in a hotel room under false pretense of a party. Upon arrival, it was alleged that the hockey player committed unwanted, and this is quoted, unwanted, unconsented to, violent, and offensive in nature physical battery. The lawsuit also claims that the woman suffered serious emotional trauma and serious, permanent, and painful personal injuries. The article does not specify if there was an assault, the threat of injury, and battery carrying out the threat, or if it was just the battery inflicting harm. Although it reads to me that it was just the battery.
Awesome.
And then Ryan, are you back on? You got your stuff figured out yet?
Oh my
Okay. I hate it when that happens.
technology.
Could maybe copy and paste it so we can read it.
That'll work. While he's working on that, I got something to share with you guys. So at the end of this month, I am moving. I got a promotion at work, so I'll be moving to Oklahoma City, away from Wisconsin. So there might be some time that I'm not able to be on the call. I'll do my best to be on them every week, but it can be difficult sometimes. So just so you know ahead of time.
Cool. Congrats.
Thank you.
Does somebody want to read it out loud?
I can do it. Recently, police in Charlotte, North Carolina shot and killed Mr. Scott, a 43-year-old black man, who, while he sat in his car in a parking lot. The police claim that the officer was threatened by Mr. Scott and that he had a gun. If neither he nor the police had opened fire, he could have been charged with assault. Because of the perceived injustice of Mr. Scott's death, the public has been protesting both peacefully and violently in hopes of preventing future police violence against the public. In the violent protests, some of the protesters, police, and counter-protesters have thrown punches, objects, and even bullets at their opposition, causing injury and serious bodily harm or battery.
That was really good. It definitely shows the difference between what is battery and what is assault.
That one the most. Does somebody want to do the example or the paper? Hi, Peanut. Can you say hi? Here, I can pull it up and copy it in. I'll share my screen here in just a second. Can you say bye to everybody?
Bye bye.
Say night night. Okay.
Now.
All right.
Do we want to do a Google Doc this time?
I'm working on putting it in that document, and then I'll share my screen. All right, almost there. All right. Can you guys see it? I can't see you guys, so.
Can you hear us?
Can you
At
hear
times
me?
like this, I wish I had my split screens.
Is it putting my audio through because my microphone is on and unmuted?
Yes, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
we can hear you.
Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Okay. And now I can't hear you. Okay, I think I got it figured out. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. We're on.
All right. So is everyone able to see the document?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So now we just got to do the explanation of the document or of our example. Or do we want to come up with the quiz for a question?
Go for the explanation first. Yes.
Okay.
I think we could probably just put the definitions for assault and battery in. Might be the simplest way to do it.
Okay, so there's assault. And then battery.
So we're gonna put more than just a definition, right?
I would hope so, yes.
In our explanation?
Yeah.
I wish this was a Google Doc so we could all contribute at the same time.
All right, so those are the definitions.
Okay. So in our explanation, this is where we go in and we break down the example parts into their parts. So we can essentially just say assault is what the police claim Mr. Scott was doing in his car to them. Right? And battery is the actions of the protesters and police.
So something like that.
Uh,
I still
yeah,
feel more like more.
yeah, a little bit more.
Would it be also the police?
The protesters and police in harming each
Yeah,
other.
physical harming, physically harming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like physically harming other individuals.
Each other.
Mm-hmm.
So we put up here with Mr. Scott and that he had a gun, that this was the perceived threat, or having the gun was the perceived threat.
Yeah.
Didn't he say
They-
that he threatened him?
Threatened them. Right.
Yeah, they claim that he threatened them.
Well, we want to put something more like in the example above. Assault is what the police officer and then the battery is to kind of bring it all together instead of like just definitions, like combine them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't really like. We'll cut out the definitions.
We want to keep those for later use in our answer feedbacks, probably.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Is there a way for you to copy this into a Word doc or a Google Doc and then share it with us? Just copy the whole thing over. Just select it and copy it, I suppose.
I've never made a Google document before, so. All
We'll guide you through it.
right, copy it all.
Yeah, and then go to your Google Drive. You can even just go to Drive or Docs. That's fine. Kill that.
For audio.
Yeah, just paste it here. Okay. You're
And
getting
then
it.
share.
You got it.
Should we just
Say,
put
week 3.
we just put our Gmails in on the chat?
Yeah.
Week 3. Example. There's the name. Can edit. And then Ryan. Okay. Brody. Brody. We'll add Bo, but he's not on here.
Just yes.
Okay.
There it is.
Since I'm recording it, if I move to that screen, will it still record what is shown here? Does that make sense?
I'm not sure.
I think it will. Do you want? I don't know. I guess if I keep it on, because I'm sharing my screen right now. Now I'm not, but we'll find out. Yeah, I don't know.
So I sent like a request to like join the docs because they wouldn't open it with my school account.
Mhm.
Yes.
So you might have to approve it or something.
Or you can switch which account you're using up in the top right corner.
We can't because it was sent to our school Outlook accounts.
Yeah.
So if it was sent to our Gmails, we'd be able to look at it.
Oh, well, what's your Gmail account, Brody?
It's Brody Hanson SA at Gmail.
Brody Hanson SA
Yeah.
at gmail.com. And then McKay, did you say you needed it sent somewhere else too?
Yeah, to MJPINGEL7 at Gmail.
MJPINGEL7
Yeah, MJ.
at Gmail.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully that helps.
I'm on.
What do you guys think of the example, the explanation I wrote? Can you see the changes I made?
Yeah, I think that looks really good.
Yep, I like that. So I wrote out a question. Obviously, we can change it, but I just thought something to get us started with a question.
Absolutely. Not a bad question either.
So up in the our actual example, it talks about at the bottom. It says even bullets to opposition causing injury, serious bodily harm, or battery. So it's almost telling you that it is battery. Would you want to take out like specifically battery? Make sense?
I think so.
Yeah, we need to take out both the battery and the assault from the previous half of the paragraph. I don't know how much of this will show up in the actual quiz,
Well,
or maybe all of it shows up.
Well, from watching with Sister Hurley, it sounds like she only changes things if it doesn't work. She said that last week's example, she changed almost nothing from what we did.
Mhm.
So I think it's kind of however we put it is how it is.
Okay, yeah, I get it. So the example shows up first, and then the question comes right below that. Essentially, we give them background and then the question. Okay, so we do want to remove it from the example. Then yes. So we'll want to. Yeah. We'll probably want to take that whole sentence out. If neither he nor the police had opened fire.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, why?
The hypothetical. That's part of a question more than the example. And that he had a gun, but he didn't shoot. Maybe.
Yeah, it just kind of clutters it up, and it's not like to the point of what it.
Not really.
Yeah.
There you go.
So if we just take that out like that, does that? Let's see. Shot and killed Mr. Scott. Then during the okay. What do you guys think of that?
Instead of where it says though he didn't shoot, should it say though Mr. Scott didn't shoot? Because he's kind of vague right there.
Yeah, that's better.
It's good to me. Please question.
I think that's good.
You want to put assault for one of the wrong answers?
Yeah.
And just make up some other ones.
I think we should do one as assault and battery, make it both. And then do something just kind of completely wrong.
Sound right, though, like, oh.
do like abuse.
Or what if we just put protesting as the third wrong answer?
Protesting. Lost Brian. No! Is that what you're saying, Birdie? What about
Injustice.
negligence?
A big word.
Yeah, I think any of those would be good.
All right, so what do you want to do for number 3? Ryan, it's your example. You pick.
Not here.
What? Oh.
Misdemeanor.
We can do misdemeanor. That sounds good.
That's good.
Sorry, guys. My computer decided it didn't like to be connected to the internet.
Ooh.
That's so bad. You have so many like technical problems.
I know, right? It's an older computer, but I've never had that problem before. And then my laptop doesn't allow video calls from work.
Ow.
So I'm on my phone.
Okay.
So when the protesters were throwing punches over violent and other violent actions, an example of battery, assault and battery, or misdemeanor.
I like it.
Not that I'm trying to make it hard, but do you think if we put assault and battery, it would make them be like, oh, it's either assault or battery? Does that make sense?
I don't think that would be bad because essentially, are you talking about wrong answer 2?
So are you wanting Carly to change it, like just take assault and battery out completely, or? As the wrong answer, or what?
No, we can keep it.
I see what you mean, though. It could be, I don't know, maybe a lost interpretation. I guess because if they're saying, let's see, we said, police claim that the officer was threatened by Mr. Scott. So that would have been assault if he actually did something. So I don't know. Either way.
We can change it.
Mm-hmm.
We can keep.
Just put something else that's wrong, but not totally off. I mean, we could put felony or.
I think this works. I think it's pretty clear.
Okay. Well, what else do we need to do? I think that's all for that example.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think we're ready.
Don't we have like an exam?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's an exam this week, but take it by Tuesday at midnight. So, but it's going to
Yeah.
include this chapter as well. So she was saying that we can wait. She would suggest waiting until like Monday or Tuesday to take it, because then we can take the quiz that's going to include chapter 19 to help us
Right.
for the exam.
Okay.
Well, be
Good to
sure
know.
to put it on your calendar because it's a pretty narrow window for both of them. She said that she
Yeah.
should have the quiz uploaded this Saturday before conference, hopefully, but maybe not. And then you only have from that day until, the exam's due date, Tuesday at midnight. So you can take the quiz after the exam if you want.
But you don't have to. Just helping you to prepare.
All right.
Let's have a really quick look at the final questions and answers and stuff.
Oh, are you able to see it anymore, Ryan?
Yeah, I've got another computer that I can read it on. So, okay. Explanation, question. All right. Correct answer, battery. Wrong answer, assault. Wrong answer, 2, assault and battery. Misdemeanor. Yeah, I like it. It's good. I would slightly reword the question so it's a little clearer to say,
What if
to say the protesters throwing punches and other violent actions is an example of what? Does that seem a little bit clearer?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I like it.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys. Do we want to put our last names on this here?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is there anything else anyone can think of?
don't think so.
We have to write
I think we're
a
good.
case brief about the Bette Midler case, right?
Yeah. When is that due?
That's a good question.
I think Monday.
I think so.
That sounds right.
All right. Has anybody written an appeal for their quiz or dismissal?
I don't think you can do that until after you've taken the exam. Those are only for the exam, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
They don't work on quizzes.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Maybe that's a procedural question for next week's class discussion.
There you go.
All right, cool.
Nathan, after we end it, I'll go ahead and send you the link. So you can put that in there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks, Carly. Thanks to everybody.
Yep, thank you. Same time next week?
Or 7:15?
Yeah,
7:15. All right.
Okay.
that works
Okay.
really well for me.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
All righty.
See ya.